Okay, so you'll find the free DNG down in the description, free preset. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. I've done over 300 of them. So we're making this photo look like this photo from one of my favorite photographers. I'll show you all the settings, but I haven't done one of these tutorials in a long time because now I just pay photographers to teach within the course. Preset raw image, you can download it, follow along, lots of different styles. So it's for everyone or for people trying to find their style. So it's just way better to focus on that than these YouTube tutorials now, because everyone is really enjoying the course. It's the #1 editing course in the world to learn color in Lightroom, to understand how these styles and great edits come to be. Yeah, links down in the description for this free DNG, but stick around in the video so you can like learn. There's so much about color that you've got to understand to pull off styles in general, or to have your own style or recreate styles. So let's get into this one. We are trying to get this raw file to look like his edited one. So we've got the raw image, which is super good, and I'm just going to teach you guys the process of recreating it. I'll just let you know that there is some settings already done just for the convenience. So we have just a few filters here. I'll cover these all shortly. So maybe the first thing to understand is just what his style is about. So it's about low contrast, matted, underexposed, very cinematic. So low contrast, underexposed, bring the whites down. Let's bring the highlights down to flatten everything. We will fine tune these a bit later, but if you just want the settings, link down in the description. We're going to raise the blacks, again just flattening the image, but we'll come in with curves, because curves is where you get really unique styles to your images. So I like to focus on the curves. We want a pop. We want to bring down all the mids. Again, this is going to create this cinematic underexposed kind of look. And then in this curve, we've gone for a curve like this. We want a little bit of fade to the darkest areas, just a little bit. We don't want it to the blacks. We just touch of a drop to those whites. I've got full trainings on curves, so we're not getting into how exactly they work. The mids for the green, adding that little bit of green that he has through his whole image. This bit here, you can see what it does to the skin tone. We're bringing in those purples to balance those greens in the mids. Really helps with skin tones and keeping your blacks kind of black, not letting them get too much of a crazy color. Keeps them rich as well. Mids for a bit of a glow throughout the highlights, mids sort of area. Okay, so now that's like the important curve adjustments. Editing is all about bouncing around to different tools. Let's expose more. I'm gonna just push a bit towards the purples. There's probably a pretty big green cast throughout the image. He's shot with a good white balance of 5600. It's daylight, bang on daylight. He goes for a soft looking image, so clarity down. This is just style preference. I think it helps with cinematic styles. Get rid of that digital look a lot of photos have. Okay, vibrance. Cinematic could be vibrance down, but honestly, I'm just gonna go for something like this. I think going quite desaturated helps with a cinematic look. Touch more shadows. We're looking pretty good. Let's do some split toning. So split toning, I think, is the where he gets his colors the most. So obviously those green tones, we want the green tones. He always focuses on the whatever the main color is in the photo. He tries to bring that out with his editing. So green in the shadows, and then in the highlights, just a cool blue. Now we've got this nice greenish blue going on, and then the purple we added down here, so we pulled out green. So this helps us add green but not get too much green like in the blacks and stuff. So again, that's another reason to do that. We're gonna be looking at skin tone, playing with the reds and oranges. Okay, so there is no reds there's very little red. So what I'm just going to come do is just shift. I'm going to shift the primary over to here, and that massively helps with skin tone. Again, pulling out those greens that we added in. We want greens, but we just don't want. We want to keep them in the mid-tones. That's what's going to look way more natural. Okay, and then our skin tones look pretty sweet after that. You could play with this. Do we want to touch more oranges? Yeah. The greens, I'm going to go towards this bluish color. And then subtracting colors is actually, it's really surprising. Like this just, it takes a lot of practice to know like when to subtract a color. Yep, let's make skin tones pop. And then up, give a shine. Give a glow to the yellows. Pop, you can see what that does. And then deepen the greens. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the deeper look. And up. Okay, as for sharpening, keep 40. I'm not gonna do profile corrections. I think he has a slight vignette around his image. Grain, I'm gonna go 30. I'm gonna keep the size down and roughness up. I think that's the type of grain he goes for. Okay, and then I didn't show you the filters I've already done. So all that I'm doing here is just very slightly bringing out the subject. I think we could maybe highlights down a touch just to keep not those whites from really blowing out. I think almost we blew them out. I'll just do that. It's very, very subtle. And then there's just the sky as well. So I wanted to, so if we just delete, I wanted to just add a little bit of pop to the sky. We could definitely do without it, but here's the filters off and on. I just put a very slight pop while keeping the whole image kind of smooth, underexposed, cinematic, but then just the subject, the sky, just put a bit of pop. And then it's time for the reset. Before and after, he very clearly has his own style. So this is very stylized, his look, or yeah. So there's no super wrong or right way to do it. There's very common rules that you have to follow to keep colors looking natural, to manipulate colors that we do go over within the course and stuff like that. But yeah, you really have to understand color to pull off his edit. Quickly, here's another image we did previous tutorial. Another one, if you haven't seen, super good images. Another one, go check them out. Subscribe to my Lightroom only channel. So that's just updates on Lightroom, presets, just everything very targeted to Lightroom. Pulling off his styles really require understanding color very well.